guys. That's your guy, Mr. DNA, guys. Today we are going to focus on the Nasdaq without wasting our time, guys. Let's start. Okay, guys, if you can check here, we have a lower low, we have a higher high, we have a higher high, we also have a higher high, higher low, and we're expecting breakout or higher low again. Okay, guys, let's start. If you can check here, we have a trend line like this on our higher low. We have a trend line like this, guys. Also we have a trend line like this. So guys, first thing before you analyze, you have to know that if you are plotting your trend line here, or if you are starting to plot your trend line here and here, and it's supposed to touch here and here, that's where you have to know the key is here. If you fail to plot your trend line here, it means your setup is wrong. Why I'm saying this is because there's some people, they will analyze, they will put maybe, let's say example, trend line somewhere here, and this one it will be. How do you know it will go down here? How do you know? Guys? Because now it's like maybe you are forcing a trend. It's like you are forcing a trend, because you already know that I have a higher high at this point. So first thing you have to know is that what, according to my strategy, I know maybe some of people they are using a different thing, but according to my research, if you plot your trend line here, you have to plot your trend line here on the same trend. If you can check in, we have a downtrend here, starting here, then we have a downtrend. We have a downtrend until here. So we have to plot on the same trend. Okay, according to my research, I'm not saying if you plot it here, it's wrong. But according to my strategy or according to my understanding, you have to plot on the same trend so that you will get a good result. So if you can check here, we were having a breakout, then we have a reversal, but you will see this breakout on a smaller time frame. Here you won't see it. It's just a tail of this candlestick because it's a daily time frame. So without wasting our time, let's go to 4-hour chart. On our 4-hour chart, guys, if you can check, let's adjust first before we continue. So if you can check here, guys, let's adjust this one first. If you can check here, we have a pattern here. We have an ascending channel, guys, on our H4 and daily. I upload this channel on a daily chart. Okay, so if you can check, guys, when you try to zoom, because you already know that what you're expecting is a sell, you don't expect a buy if the pattern is like this. So if you can check here, guys, we have a higher low again, we have a higher low again. Then you plot your trend line like this, guys. Again, you also have a higher high, so you plot it this one like this. Sorry, guys, sorry. Okay, if you can check what's going on, if you can check here, you have a higher high. Because you have a higher high, you also have a higher high, you also have a higher high. So let's adjust this one. Sure, what's going on here? Okay, if you can check, you have a higher high, you have a higher high, and you also have a higher high. So which means you have a higher high on a daily, you also have a higher high and higher high and higher high on a H4, which means it's a first touch, second touch, and third touch. Even on a daily, you have first touch and second touch and third touch. So if you can check here, we were having a breakout, then the candlestick went up again. We don't know whether if it will close up below or above the trend line. So let's find out whether if we have a pattern again. So again, if it failed to go up, if it go up again, if it go up, it will form a double top like this. If it went up, it will form a double top. If it went down, guys, it will go down until here, until this point. So which means if it managed to go down, because we don't know whether if this candlestick it will close above or below. So if it managed to go down, it will go down until this point. If it managed to go up, it will go up to form a double top, then go down again, something like this. That's what we are expecting on the Nasdaq. That's what we are expecting on the Nasdaq. We are on a H4 time frame, so we don't know whether if this candlestick it will close above or below. But if you can check here, it's forming a doji, so which means we have also a buy possibility. So if this candlestick or if this doji close above and the following candlestick again close somewhere here, we're expecting a buy until this point. Why this point? It's because we are expecting a double top before it went down. Only if it confirmed that it will go up. So let's go to 50 minutes to find out. If you can check here, we're on a 50 minutes time frame. We still have a possibility of buy, and we still also have a possibility of sell. So how do we find out? On a daily time frame, we know that we have a reversal candlestick. Okay, but if you can check here on a 50-minute time frame, you're expecting something like a pattern, which means it's also possible to form a pattern like this, which is a ascending or expanding pattern. It will depend on the pattern. So for now, we are waiting for the pattern to be formed, because we don't have a pattern yet for now. Again, we also have something like this, which is a expanding pattern. It's also possible to come here to reject here, then went up, then continue going down. It's also possible, guys, to went down to break this one, then continue going down. But I'm not saying it will go down. I'm saying we have a possibility of selling, and also we have a possibility of buy. Why? Because on our 4-hour chart, we have something like a doji, but we have to wait for that candlestick to close so that we will know whether if it's a doji or not doji. Again, guys, we don't have a doji or breakout if the candlestick is still running. Like here, it's also possible that this candlestick to close maybe somewhere here. It's also possible. Why? This candlestick is still running. So we don't have a breakout, we don't have a rejection if the candlestick is still running. So you have to wait for the candlestick to close so that you will know whether if it will go down or if it will go up. So if you can check now, this candlestick, same candlestick is reversing. So it's also possible to go down. So it's also possible that this candlestick it will close, maybe it will be a bearish candlestick, maybe close somewhere here. It's also possible. But if it managed to break this trend line and close above, we have to wait for the next candlestick to close. Then we will know that we have to go up. But don't enter on a 4-hour chart. You have to go to our smaller time frame like 50 minutes. 50 minutes it will give you a pattern. So after the pattern, you know that here I have an entry. So let me show you here. We were having an entry again. If you can check here, sell entry. Let me show you why. If you can check, we have a pattern like this. That's what you have to know, guys. I will try to upload another video next time. I hope this one is enough, but you have to check it very careful, guys. You have to check it very careful, guys. I hope you understand. If you have a question, you will just send a comment so that we will deal with it together, guys. Thank you. Sharp.